Hello guys, welcome to my channel Mudra 360. Today we will talk about top 10 weird borders. Let's see. Spain and Morocco border. There is a Spain outside of the Spain. Yes, northwest coast of Morocco have a few small pieces of land which all belongs to Spain. These are the Ceuta and Melilla. The highlighted yellow dots are the part of Spain in Morocco, Africa. Here I'll show you the Ceuta island and the Melilla, which having 78,000 inhabitants. The border is divided with a fencing of 6-meter height, topped with barbed wire. Netherlands and Belgium border. The dividing line has gone through a town called Baarle, which divides everything. The part of Baarle in Netherlands called Baarle-Nassau, and the part of Belgium called Baarle-Hertog. This is the one border which is divided peacefully, and people crosses this border freely. Borders are marked by the sign shown in the video. Baarle-Hertog consists of 26 small pieces of land where everything is divided. They are divided like in cafes, library, restaurant, roads. Even they have a separate post offices, churches, and bus stands. Baarle-Hertog. It is the only unclaimed land except Antarctica between the country Egypt and Sudan. A big mistake was again done by the Britishers before leaving the country. They drew a line called 22nd parallel line between these two countries. But again in 1902, they drew a green line shown in the map, in which the unfertile land of Baarle-Hertog goes to the Egypt and the fertile land of Halabi goes to the Sudan, and the fight is still going on. Nepal and China border. You will be surprised to know what Mount Everest is doing here. Actually, the boundary line between the China and Nepal goes through the top of the Mount Everest. Recently, the China has claimed Mount Everest as its own. Virginia and Maryland. The District of Columbia, which was given a shape of diamond. In 1791, the city was named in the honor of President Washington, and the federal district was named as a Columbia. This is a feminine form of the Columbus. Later on, the part of the Virginia given back to it. It is laid with a stone marker a mile apart to document the boundary line. Hence, now Potomac River flow along with the boundary. You must have seen this video too. USA and Canada. Same as the Baarle border, here it is a derby border which peacefully divides many houses. This opera house and the Haskell Free Library intentionally built on this border in such a manner that the entrance and the seats are in the USA and the stage of opera house is in Canada. Even they have 2 postal addresses. But since 2008, the border got strict. India and Bangladesh. There is a Cooch Behar district where both countries share their enclaves. meaning enclaves in Bangladesh is an Indian enclave, which is again in Bangladesh enclave. Some part of the India is in Bangladesh and some part of Bangladesh is still in India. Actually, there is a third order enclave, meaning an enclave within an enclave within an enclave. India in Bangladesh and Bangladesh in India, and so on. Here is a map in video. North Korea and South Korea. We are all familiar with this border, but the interesting fact is this table, which is also divided into two countries, where soldiers do negotiation by sitting on this table peacefully. After World War II, in 1945, the country was occupied by the USSR and the USA, which is further divided into two parts called a 38 parallel line, which goes straight between the Korea and dividing the roads as well as this table. China, Russia and Korea. These three nations meet a place which is near to Tungmang River, which is mostly remains frozen all the time. If you start walking from North Korea toward north for a mile, you would have crossed part of China and end up in Russia. USA and Russia. This is literally something unique. There are the two demodi, one big and other is small. The smaller one belongs to the USA and the bigger one to Russia. They are just 2.5 miles away from each other. But the main point is that they are separated by the international date line which goes between them, and also which make a huge difference of 21 hours. The small island or the demodi of USA have a population of just 118 people. But there is no restaurant, no phone, no hotel, no internet. There's a way all only communicate is the satellite phone.